Congratulations. Thank you for
Thank you.
what? So many great things in one sci-fi thriller love story, alien abduction. So we
Yeah,
have to go back to the concept. How did
sure.
it come about? It's two of you. So how did it come about?
Yeah. Well, it was conceived kind of out of, strangely, out of like logistical necessity. We were sort of sitting around in the spring or summer of 2020, like in the sort of dead middle of lockdown, and we just didn't know if we were ever going to return to a traditional set again. No, there was so much uncertainty in the film industry everywhere. So we just said to ourselves, how do we conceive the most COVID friendly movie possible? And we were basically like, well, if it's 100% outdoors, we're hearing from the CDC that that's a good idea. And if it's two actors, like we'll just, the plan was to just find two actors in LA who were already dating and were quarantined together. So we were like, yeah, we'll just like go shoot a movie on our iPhones or whatever. But anyhow, we weaved the narrative and sort of wrote it over the course of a few months. And then once the script was done, we sent it to our reps and they were like, this is actually kind of good. Maybe you shouldn't go shoot it on an iPhone. Maybe we should pitch it around to like, legitimate studios. And, luckily we went with Paramount and, the movie became a much bigger enterprise than what we had initially, thought it was going to be.
That is a brilliant way to adapt, because I actually didn't know that it was really, a COVID time written script, because you never know what the length of from concept, whatever, sometimes it's 10 years. So this was really years. I think it's an art to create, obviously, horror character or an alien, right? It's so how did you come up with this? You've got this Wolverine, singular slicer, these tentacles, but you never actually really see. So whose idea was that?
So it's funny because this is not a movie built around the antagonistic force. It's not like we had this idea for a certain type of alien and built a story around it. It was kind of the opposite, where we had a relationship that we wanted to explore between these two characters, and we were like, okay, well, how can this alien be emblematic of the of the theme here? And so that's kind of more where it started from. And I think that we wanted to not everything that the alien does is kind of we never wanted it to spiral out and become a movie about these aliens and why they're here and like what planet are they from and this and that. It's kind of more an expression of the theme. And so that's why we only give you little bits of what this creature is capable of. You never really know what it looks like, like it's always something else. And so, that was kind of, it was a unique process, because usually it's the other way, where you're making a Bigfoot movie, you're making a Freddy Krueger movie, whatever it is, and you build the plot around that. Whereas this, we kind of just wanted that creature to, help us explore these themes about, about relationships and the toxicity of some forms of love.
Well, I think that's what really keeps us as audiences hanging on, and we're curious and we want more, because in the end you see, okay,
sure,
spoiler, right. But you see, and you're like, okay, is there going to be a sequel?
You know what? We call up Paramount. Let them know you want it.
Should we pitch Paramount right here, right now?
Should we? Bring them on to the Zoom. Yes, we have a sequel that sort of ends up being a continuation of these themes about societal expectations and some of the pressures that are on people that are trying to sort of behave their lives in ways that are aberrative from that norm. And so, we'll see. We'll see how the film does. And, obviously we will be ready to pitch if Paramount comes calling.
Great. Congratulations, guys. Really, I'm rooting for the sequel, but I'm not going camping.
Thank you, Pamela.